Alright, challenging practice 1B, solving word problems. Number 1. Joe baked some cupcakes in the morning. 3/5 of them were blueberry cupcakes and the rest were chocolate cupcakes. There were 36 more blueberry than chocolate cupcakes. When he baked 36 more cupcakes in the afternoon, the number of chocolate cupcakes became 3/8 of the total number of cupcakes. Okay, so they ask us, number 1, how many cupcakes did Joe bake in the morning? This is very straightforward, right? So your fraction is 3/5, right? And this was blueberry, right? So this is your total cupcakes. You divide them into 5 units, right? And you know that your 3/5, yeah, are blueberry. And your 2/5 is chocolate, right? So clearly, right, if you draw them like 3 and 2 and you compare them, you will see that there's 1 unit of difference. Yeah, 3. Well, you don't even need to draw them. You can see the difference. So 1 unit of difference is what they tell us. There were 36 more blueberry than chocolate, right? So this 1 extra unit is 36. 36 is 1 unit, right? That's it. So if you want to know your total, and this is what they ask you in A, right? How many total in the morning? You have your 5 units, yeah, and it is 36, 1 unit, 36 times 5, which is 180. And you're right, Joe baked 180 cupcakes in the morning. Okay, now let's think about the B, right? They tell us that 3/5 of the cupcakes, of the total cupcakes, which is 180, we just calculated this number, right? 3/5 were the blueberry in the morning, 108, right? So this is what we write. Blueberry cupcakes in the morning. 108 cupcakes were baked in the morning, right? Now, what did he do? In the afternoon, he baked 36 more. So our total changed, right? Our total changed. Total cupcakes baked. This is our 500, 5 units, which we calculated, 180 in the morning plus 36 in the afternoon, right? It gives us 216 totally, right? Now they tell us the number of chocolate cupcakes became 3/8 of the total, right? So 3/8 is the chocolate, which means that blueberry were 5/8. Blueberry, right? So how do we calculate our 5/8? How do we calculate our blueberry? We take this 216 and we find the fraction of it. Part 5/8 times 216, total number of cupcakes baked, is 135. This is our blueberry. Okay? So what happened? Right? What has changed? In the afternoon we had 135 blueberry. In the morning we had 108 blueberry. Right? So they're asking us, the question B is, how many more blueberry cupcakes did Joe bake in the afternoon? Right? And this is what it is. 135 minus 108, 227. This is your answer. And you're right. Joe baked 27 more blueberry cupcakes in the afternoon. That's it. All right, problem number 2. Okay, take your time to read the problem. There were 125 more apples in box A than in box B. After the fruit seller transferred 1/5 of the apples from box A to box B had 15 more apples than box A. How many apples were there in both the boxes? Alright, so in order to solve this problem, again, model drawing is critical. When you draw it, you start to understand what's going on. So basically, right, you have your before-after problem. It's a before-after problem. So your before, right, you had certain amount of apples in box A, in box A and box B, right? Let's write it down, A and B, right? Okay, and they tell us that there were before 125 more apples. So this, let's draw a separate unit, right? This is 125. This is 125 apples, right? After the fruit seller transferred 1/5 of the apples from box A to box B. Okay, how do we do that, right? How do we transfer 1/5 of it? We have these two bars. How do we do it? We do it like this. We separate each of them into 5 pieces, right? We separate this in 5 pieces and we take 1/5 of that. 1/5, right? We need to transfer 1/5, right? Oh, sorry. And 125, we need to divide also into 5 pieces. So if you divide 125 divide by 5, you will get that this part here is 25, right? Get 1/5 of 125, this piece is 25. So after, right, what's going on after? A and B. After, so B had the same unit bar, right? So these 5 units, so we have same 5 units, right? We get extra units, this extra units, right? And we get this extra 25. We get this extra 25, right? Extra 25. I will erase this so it's clear that it's a unit, right? That's it. You don't need to draw arrows. So I'm gonna erase them. So it's just so you understand what's going on. So this, this and these 2 pieces, like they move here and here. This is what happens. Oops. How do I erase it now accurately? Okay. All right. This is what happens, right? Now, what's going on with our A, right? We had 5, so now we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 1 we moved, right? And from this 125, we have this 100. We have this 100. And they tell us, last sentence, before the last, box B had 15 more apples than box A. So this difference here is 15, right? And they would have the same, but they're not the same. Box B is 15 more, okay? This is it. This is your model. It's 25. And they're asking us the question, right? How many apples total were in the box? So anyways, nothing changed, right? Okay, now we can work with that, right? We have numbers, we have units. So what is 1/5 of 120? Okay, right? So this, again, this 25 were moved here, right? All right, this is clear. Okay, that's it. So how many units do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 units, right? 10 units. Okay? We have 3 numbers, 3 extra numbers, right? We have this, this, and this. Okay? So clearly we can understand from the picture, right? These 4 units and these 4 units, right? They're same. So these 2 units plus 25 is actually 100 plus 15, right? let's write it down. So these 2 units, this 25 plus 25 is basically this thing, right? 100 plus 15. Okay, that is it. So our 2 units is 100 plus 15 minus 25, right? Which is 90. This is our 2 units, right? What is our 10 units? What is our 10 units? Our 10 units is 90 times 5, right? 5 times 2 units, right? This should be clear. 450. 450. Right? Those are 10 units. 10 units is 450. And now we have these extras. 125, right? So 10 units plus 125 is 450 plus 125. 575. That is your answer. Both boxes had 575 apples. That's it. Okay, let's make it the last problem in this video. The mass of a bottle is 402 grams when it is filled, 7/12 filled, 7/12 filled with salt. Its mass is 420 grams when it's 5/8 filled with salt. When is the mass of the what is the mass of the bottle when it's 5/6 filled with salt, right? Again, you want to understand something? Draw a picture. It's gonna be clear. All right. So let's make our bottles, right? Wow, this is so ugly. Let's do it again. Right, bottles. This is not much prettier, but still I hope you understand that these are kind of bottles. Okay, that's supposed to be the same. All right, so 7/12, right? And then it's filled kind of like 5/8, and then it's filled kind of like 5/6, right? This is the same bottle, so don't get confused. Right, the problem is here what? That all these fractions are different, they have different denominator, right? Different denominator. So we just need to transform them into the fraction with the same denominator, right? And the same common denominator for all of them will be 24, right? So 7/12 is 14/24. 5/8 is 15/24, and then 5/6 is 20/24. All right. So, what is the difference between this bottle and this bottle? Right. The difference between this bottle and this bottle is 15/24 minus 14/24, which is 1/24. This is the difference between this bottle and this bottle. Right? And we know the mass, we know their mass. The first one is 402 grams, the second one is 420 grams, right? So this 1 unit was 124, right? Which is basically 1 unit. 1 unit, yeah? 1 unit is 420 grams minus 402 grams, which is 18 grams. Right? So if it is 1 unit is 18 grams, what are 15 units? 15 units is 18 times 15, 270 grams, right? 270 grams. So we can calculate the mass of the bottle itself, right? We're looking at this bottle right now, right? So mass of the bottle. Mass of the bottle. Mass of the bottle is 420 grams, right? This bottle with sand minus, we just found this sand. 5/8 sand, 15/24 sand, 270 grams, 270. which is 150 grams. This is the mass of the bottle, right? Now, they ask us what is the mass of the bottle when it is filled 5/6. So 5/6 is 20/24. We just found it, right? So we take this bottle, and this is 20/24, right? So we need to find how much is this, and we write it. 20 units, right? 20/24 units. 24 total, 20 units out of 24. 1 unit is 18 grams, we just found it, times 20, 360 grams. This is the mass of the sand, right? We have the mass of the bottle, we have the mass of the sand. So 360 plus 150, 510 grams. So the answer is the mass of the bottle is 510 grams. That's it. All right, see you later.